What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today, I want to break down the 11 things that I believe are absolutely essential if you're serious about losing weight and actually keeping it off this time. These aren't tips that I've read in a magazine. This is what's worked for me after losing 88 pounds so far and what I use every single day. Let's get into it. Number one, know your why. And it has to be huge. I'm very, very serious about this one. If your reason is, I want abs, or I want to look a little better, or I just want to drop a few pounds, I hate to tell you, but you're probably going to quit the moment things get hard, and things will get hard. Your why has to be bigger than you. For me, I honestly knew that if I didn't get my weight off, I wasn't going to be able to become the man that God created me to be and do the things He designed me to do. That was it. That was the thing that I kept coming back to. So I want you to ask yourself, is your weight costing you at your job? Is it stealing from your family? Or are people you love at risk of losing you way too soon? Now that's the kind of why that can keep you moving when things don't go your way and you don't feel like moving. Number two, you must be in a calorie deficit. This one is non-negotiable. Fat loss comes down to energy balance. If you want to know exactly how many calories you should be eating per day, I would suggest going to calculator.net and using their calorie calculator. Or you can just Google calorie calculator, and that's usually the first thing that'll pop up. Here's the simple math. 1 pound of body fat is roughly 3,500 calories. So if you're in a 500 calorie deficit every single day, you're losing about 1 pound of fat per week. That's sustainable and a realistic number. If you lose it too fast, you'll start losing muscle. Your energy will tank and your motivation will go right with it. Cutting too hard almost always ends up in failure and quitting. Slow and steady is how you make this permanent. Number three, protein is everything. My personal goal is to hit at least 1 gram of protein per pound of my body weight each day. Right now, that number is down to 152, which still doesn't make sense to me. So here's why protein is so important. Your body has a difficult time storing excess protein the way it stores excess carbohydrates or fats. A lot of it just gets processed out. So if you're going to overdo anything in your diet, please make it protein. Of those of you who are actually training like athletes, NASM, which I am currently going through to become a personal trainer, they recommend 1.4 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So depending on where you're at in your training, you may want to push that number up, but start with 1 gram per pound and build from there. Number four, not all carbohydrates are created equal, and you need fat. Now, I want you to stay away from fast digesting carbohydrates, things like white bread, sugary drinks, candy, and processed snacks. Here's what happens when you eat this stuff. Your blood sugar spikes fast, your body floods your system with insulin to deal with it, and that sugar gets stored as fat. And then your blood sugar crashes, and you're hungry again an hour later. Do that over and over, and your body is constantly in fat storage mode. Now, complex carbohydrates, things like whole oats, sweet potatoes, brown rice, vegetables, they digest slowly. They give you sustained energy and keep your blood sugar stable and keep you fuller longer. That's what you want. Don't be afraid of dietary fat. Your body needs fat to function properly. Your hormone production, brain function, joint health, just make sure it's coming from good sources. Maybe something like avocados, olive oils, and eggs are my go-tos. Number five, working out and understanding how your body uses energy. Your body is always burning something for fuel: fat, carbohydrates, or muscle. Think of the energy systems less like on or off switches and more like dimmer switches that work together. At lower intensities, like a walk, your body leans heavily on fat for fuel. As you push harder and your intensity goes up, it shifts more towards carbohydrates for faster energy. When you're in a calorie deficit and you're not fueling properly, your body can start breaking down muscle tissue for energy too. And that's what I want you to avoid. The goal is to train in a way that burns fat while protecting your muscle. Resistance training is huge for this. It signals your body to hold on to muscle even when you're in a deficit. Combine that with a little cardio and you've got a powerful combination. Number six, adjust your calories as you go and track them honestly. This is one that most people miss because it's not fun and you don't want to do it. I get it. I didn't either. But as you lose weight, your calorie needs will change. That number that puts you in a calorie deficit at 250 pounds is not the same number you need at 200 pounds. You have to go back to that calorie calculator periodically and update it with your current body weight. And if the scale isn't moving, cut a little. If you're losing too fast or you're completely exhausted, add a little back. Your body will tell you what it needs. You just have to listen and adjust. And you must track your food. That's the part that's not fun. Guessing almost always fails. I used my fitness file. I'm gonna try that one more time. Okay. I used MyFitnessPal for a long time and it was a game changer. Please weigh your food and log everything. Be honest with yourself. You can't manage what you don't measure. And one more thing, please do not use one of those calorie tracking apps that lets you take a picture of your food and magically tells you the macros. That technology has absolutely no idea what's going on underneath the surface of that dish. Do not trust it. Number 7, supplements can help, but they are not the foundation. I cannot stress this enough. If your diet isn't dialed in and you're not exercising consistently, supplements are a waste of your money, period. But once you have that foundation locked in, the right supplements can absolutely accelerate your results. Things like protein powders, BCAAs, pre-workouts, pump agents, creatines, and others can meaningfully help you improve your body's composition faster. They just can't do it for you. Build the house first, then you furnish it and clean it up. Number 8, track your actual body composition, not just the scale. The scale can lie. It doesn't tell you how much your weight is fat, how much of it is muscle, and how much is water. That's why I recommend tracking your actual body composition. If you have access to a DEXA scan, that's the gold standard. Do that. But for most people, it's either hard to find or way too expensive. I go to STAX Nutrition in Elizabethtown, and they have an in-body impedance machine, impedance, not impotence, that accurately breaks down your fat mass, muscle mass, and bone density, and water weight. Doing that once a month gives you real data on whether what you're doing is actually working or not. Now, right now, I'm kind of fortunate. I work there on Sundays, and I'm checking mine weekly because I'm working on a very specific program. I'm trying to get abs at 41 years old, and I'll be sharing how that goes with you all. Please stay tuned for that. I can't believe it. I think I'm going to do it this month. I think I'm going to do it next month. But man, it's crazy. Y'all know how fat I was? Some of y'all remember. Crazy. If you don't remember, look at this. Yeah, I know. Okay, number 9. Minimize cheat meals and never have a cheat day. One bad day can undo a full week of hard work. It's just math. So if you're going to have a cheat meal, and I think you should earn it, do it strategically. Here's how I handle it. If I know I've got a dinner with family or friends coming up on the weekend or something like that, I'll increase my calorie cut by about 500 calories one day that week, and then the day of, I'll likely skip an earlier meal to bank a little extra room. That way I can enjoy the moment without blowing up my progress, and actually not have to be the weirdo eating a salad while everybody else is having steak and potatoes. Man, I did that early on. That is not fun. Don't do that. If you're just not going to eat, don't go. You're going to make yourself miserable. That's what I did. Just don't do that, okay? Something that helped me early on a lot was a YouTuber named Remington James. He created the Anabolic Cookbook and has a ton of recipes on his channel that'll teach you how to make food you love, the comfort food, the satisfying stuff, in a way that actually fits your macros. That channel changed how I eat. Go ahead and check it out. Maybe I'll remember to put a link in the description. Still kind of new to this. I don't know. Number 10, sleep. Don't skip this one. Sleep is when your body does everything. Hormone production, testosterone, muscle recovery, muscle synthesis, when it's actually rebuilding and repairing and making them bigger. All of that happens while you're asleep. If you're not sleeping enough, you're working against yourself no matter how hard you clean your diet up or how hard you're training. I aim for a minimum of 7 hours. More if I can get it. Normally if I hit that 9 range, I'm kind of crap the next day, or I take a while to come up. But I guess you do last a little longer. So it's like, you want a rougher part of the day, sleep too much. You want a easier, earlier in the day, sleep too little. Weird how that works. Anyways, that's how it works for me anyways. If you're struggling to sleep, my first suggestion is to make sure you're doing resistance training and on some light cardio consistently. That alone makes a very massive difference. Beyond that, zinc and magnesium taken at night have been a game changer for me. They support sleep quality in a way that genuinely surprised me. Give that a shot. And be careful of melatonin. Do your research. Not as productive as you think it may be. May work for some. Number 11, consistency wins every single time. This is the one thing that ties everything together. Weight loss isn't a moment. It's 1,000 small decisions made day after day, hour by hour. You are going to mess up. You are going to skip the gym. You are going to eat something you shouldn't have too often. That's life. Bleep happens. But the difference between people who make it and people who don't isn't perfection. It's what you do after you mess up. Don't spiral. Don't quit. Just know where you went wrong, adjust, and keep moving. It may take some of you some time to figure out what works specifically for you. Your schedule, your food preferences, your dietary restrictions. That's okay. This whole thing is trial and error. Be patient with yourself and just keep showing up. I'm putting these videos together because losing weight genuinely has changed my entire life, and it's inspired me to become a personal trainer. I'm currently working toward my NASM Certified Personal Trainer certification, and I'm giving myself until the end of the summer to be ready. And when I take that test, I'm gonna kill it. Now, if you want to talk about any of this, please come see us at STAX Nutrition in Elizabethtown or Radcliffe, Kentucky, or click the link in the description for the best deals on the best products on the market. If you order early enough in the day, we can ship it the same day, and if not, it'll always ship the next day. And please drop me a comment below. It'll mean the absolute world to me. What's the hardest part of your diet? I'm here for whatever you need. I really, truly want to help. Enough people need help with the same thing, and I can put another video out there of what I know or what I've done. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.